All right, so let's get into this. Crip put out a video covering Ryan's last diss, doing more rapping, and I started watching it, and I came across the first part of this, and I thought it was extremely interesting, and it needs to be shared. And so let's get right into what was said about Crip's interaction with Upchurch, and let's just take a look at it.
I would be completely remiss if I didn't speak about this before this reaction. So the way that I found out this song was coming was one of my followers tagged me on Church's post where he put out the snippet of this. They just typed my name in the comments so I would see it in my mentions and see that Church is dropping a new track, because all my followers knew I'm not reacting to any more of these unless Church responds. But Church...
So he's made it clear that he's not going to respond unless Church do a video unless Church responds, and which is fine, because and the reason he's probably saying that is because there was such an onslaught of diss tracks against Upchurch, and it would probably make him look biased by just covering those.
That Church is dropping a new track, because all my followers knew I'm not reacting to any more of these unless Church responds. But Church responded to that and said, Crip don't have enough rhythm to react to real hip-hop. And I was just like...
No, this is so ridiculous. This is the kind of crap, when people talk about Upchurch has put stuff on in my comments on 3 different videos. He's commented on my videos. In my last video about him, there was not just him. He didn't just come on my channel and just leave a comment. He proceeded to leave a comment, and then about 5 more times just trolling this, just hashtagging or whatever at this person, just trying to get people involved. So to me, it was trying to get people involved to probably see my content and start harassing me. And that's what really happened. So
Church responded. But Church responded to that and said, Crip don't have enough rhythm to react to real hip-hop. And I was just like, bro, it's like that 50 Cent meme. What do you say fuck me for? I was so taken aback by it, man. For one, at least say something that makes sense, dude. Like, Crip's bars are too corny to react to real hip-hop. That makes way more sense. I got some corny-ass bars. I can't help it. Sometimes they just fly out. But rhythm, dude, it's like the only thing that I have solidified. I am so hyper-fixated on it. That's why I talk about it all the time in these diss track reviews that I've done. When people carry on a bar 2 syllables longer than it needs.
See, once again, what it is, like what I can look, just like I said earlier, he had been doing, just like all reactors, videos on the disses that were going against Church. Now, keep in mind, Church wasn't putting out disses responding to anybody at one point. I mean, he was just letting it go. The first one. And this is a direct response to Crip's video, I guarantee it, of Church's first one doing rapping. And the problem with that one is that across the board, except for the simps for Upchurch, everybody that had a legitimate understanding of rap thought it was garbage. I'm sure Crip thought the same thing. So this is why Church is in here making this comment.
Talk about it all the time in these diss track reviews that I've done. When people carry on a bar 2 syllables longer than it needed to be. When a rhyme isn't hitting in the right spot. When the flow is going off kilter a little bit. Like, that is all part of rhythm. And I have just ingrained that into my brain for 10, 15 years. That's all I got. That's all I knew how to do is float. But that is not what bothers me about that, okay? Music is subjective. He doesn't think that I have rhythm. Fine. What does bother me about that is that just last year, when I was praising him for a snippet that he put out because it sounded fire, he pinned my...
Boom. We're going to stop right here. And look and think about this. I used to have another reaction channel. It was called Scott's Reactions. And I did a bunch of Upchurch reactions, and every single one of them was positive. And every one of them, not one bad word about Church at all. But now this go round, I come out with, videos critiquing a little bit more because to me the music isn't the same, and I start getting comments. Let's back it up and let him tell the story.
Me about that is that just last year when I was praising him for a snippet that he put out because it sounded fire, he pinned my comment and said, "Thank you, Crip. That means a lot coming from a very skilled rapper like yourself, brother. Love from your down south neighbor." It's like, okay, dude. So when I praise you, I'm a very skilled rapper. You're showing love. But because I didn't like your first diss track that you put out in this, because I gave you criticism on something that I know you are better than, that you yourself know you're better than, you've heard a comment saying that you were just fucking around on this and not taking it serious. Now I suck. I don't have rhythm. It's like that's such an immature, childish response. It's like, oh, he didn't like that? Well, fuck him. It just says a lot more to me about who Church is as a person, and that sucks. I've liked Church for so long. Been a fan for a long time. Just go back and look through the interactions. I'm always congratulating him when he hits these milestones. I congratulate him on his baby, his last album, just like back in October, sympathetic with him when some bullshit happened to him for years. But now all of a sudden, when he drops something that I know he has way more capability than what he's showing, and I'm giving constructive criticism, I'm just out the fucking window now. Just crazy to me, man. Really is. And it's not even like I'm being constructive only to Church. I was making fun of Adam for talking about Church being naked in the shower. Like, yeah, that's where you're naked. I pointed out the hypocrisy of him saying Ryan was a bad rapper. It's like, dude, you're not gonna make a bunch of albums with a guy that is a bad rapper. That's a bad line. And I don't know if Church just didn't watch my reviews, if he just saw the thumbnails and the titles and saw him reacting to all these people dissing him, and then immediately put me on the enemy sidelines. I don't know what happened, dude. I really don't. Because I feel like I've been as fair as possible with this. I pointed out good and bad on everybody's shit. And no, I haven't been paid by Adam to do this shit. Adam's paid me the same way that Upchurch has paid me, by reacting to the stuff copyright free. Everybody's let me react to their stuff for copyright free. The only person that hasn't and has taken money from me through all this is Hozier. Anyway, I digress. I've been sitting on that for a few days trying to figure out like why this is happening, and it's definitely put a sour taste in my mouth, but I'm gonna try my best to not let it affect me, and I'm still going to give honest opinions even when people don't really like them. So, sorry.
So, there you go. It's amazing how that works, isn't it? Ryan wants to... This is what Ryan accuses Adam of getting pissed off when people don't like Adam's music. He comes out and says something. This is exactly what you're doing here, my guy. It works. It's right in line with my experience as well. I'm a nobody, dude. I mean, I'm literally like, I got hardly any. I mean, I just crossed 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and if Ryan would have just investigated a little bit more, he would see that I was praising him not too long ago, just like Crip was praising him. And now because we critique your music because we want it to be better, we want it to be like it was before, we get hit with all of the Creek Squad. You send all of your Creek Squad people to our channels to spam us with hatred because we don't think your music is as good as it was before. It's pretty sad. Anyway, I hate that this is the facts, but it is the facts. So, till next time, see ya.